Hey everybody, Flippeyy here, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are doing Instagram meme page tips part 5. Now first of all I want to say thank you because meme page tips part 4 did very well on the channel. I've actually structured this video a bit differently. So we're going to start off with tips for brand new pages, so 0 to 100 followers. Then we're going to move to tips for 100 to 1k. And then we'll move to 1 to 10k and then 10k plus. That's how this video is structured. So I'll leave timestamps here so that you can go to the tips that are suitable for you. So I think before we start the tips, we should actually look at the last video and read some of the comments. So I'm gonna go do that now. Oh Jesus Christ, look at me. I really wish my hair didn't get cut like that. But I look so young in this video. I'm looking at this video and I look young. It looks like the beauty effect you'd find on like a Huawei phone or whatever. How old are you? You look 12 but you sound 15. Can you give me that I look 12 there, bro? I look younger in that video. What are you, 11? The thing is, this isn't even just comments on this video, like I get it on every video. Also, just before this video starts, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. I'm helping you out with these tips. So yeah, please make sure to subscribe and like the video if you liked it. So let's start off with the tips for the new pages, the 0 followers to 100 followers. So my tips for you, the first tip is follow for follow. I'm not just talking find random people and follow them. Make sure you're on a big meme pages account. Go click on like the likes where you can see who's liked the picture and just go through and follow some people off there. Make sure the picture's like from like an hour ago or something, because that means it's an active Instagram account and the person likes memes, so they will more than likely follow you back. And then obviously in like a couple weeks or whatever you can unfollow them if you want. My second tip for you guys is make your page look appealing. If your meme page looks awful, it has a bad profile picture or the bio looks messy or something like that, people aren't going to want to follow you, okay? People just aren't. My third tip for you all, and I'm actually just adding this in now, have a good name. Don't have, like, I wouldn't recommend having a name of like memes in a name or something. Come up with something creative, something different, preferably one word, easy to remember sort of thing. My next tip for you is comment some funny things under meme pages post. Don't self-promote, especially at that size, because people are going to be like, some new page just self-promoting, I'm not going to follow. People don't see a point in following you. So just comment some funny things under other meme pages posts, and some people will follow you off that. And my last tip for people who have 0 to 100 followers is follow tons of big meme pages. Like, just type memes and .mp4 and stuff like that into your Instagram search and follow all the meme pages. You can also follow mine while you're at Flippeyy, go ahead. No, I'd recommend following a lot of big meme pages, because there are also a lot of people who spam refresh on meme pages followers and then follow the new followers. There are people who do that. So yeah, I don't know, follow some big meme pages. Okay, so my next load of tips are for people who have 100 to 1k followers. So first of all, keep doing follow for follow. Like if you were following my tips, you did from 0 to 100. Keep doing follow for follow, because it's still okay to do that at that size. At that point, you also want to start self-promotion. I'd recommend starting that more around like 500 follower mark, but start self-promoting people's comment sections. Don't be annoying about it. Don't put some terrible self-promotion comment. Put something like, I don't know, I'm a new page starting, I post memes every day, a follow would be appreciated. I don't know, something like that. Don't try bait them in with something, because at this point you still want to be a public page, and you want to be using hashtags to try hit explore and stuff like that. Next of all is kind of network yourself. Go speak to other meme pages. Don't be afraid to do that. I think it's very important in the meme page community to have friends, to have connections to people. Also, make sure to start doing story for story with other meme pages around your size. Don't do post for post, because you'll get awful engagement by the time you get to 1k. So do stories for story. If you don't know what story for story is, you go to a meme page, you ask them to do it, they'll send you something to post on your story that promotes their page, and you ask them to post something on their story that promotes your page, and you all kind of gain followers off it. Post for post is when you do pretty much the same thing, but in actual feed post form. My last tip for pages going from 100 to 1k is post frequently. If you post every 4 days or something like that, people aren't going to follow. That's inconsistent. They're going to follow a more consistent page. So make sure you're posting, I'd say at least 3 posts per day, at the very least. Okay, so next are my tips for pages that have hit 1k and are trying to get to 10k followers. Congratulations on 1k, by the way. So my first tip, immediately as you hit 1k, go private. At this point, you can go private. Continue doing SFS like you were from 100 to 1k, but also start doing post for post. So obviously we've already talked about what post for post is, but post for post is probably the best way to gain followers, but you also need to make sure you're not doing too many, otherwise you'll kill your page. My next tip is also continue doing self-promotion. Self-promotion will work especially well during this stage because you have a decent following now, but you can also, now that you're private, start baiting people. Say you've posted something, say like I've just posted some heavy gore on my page or something like that. People will believe it, people will follow you for that. I'd also recommend don't accept those followers for a couple days, because they're going to be following you to see the gore, and if you accept them 20 minutes after they follow, they're going to unfollow because you lied to them. And don't be one of those meme pages, please, which start selling ads before they hit 10k. Now, I'm guilty of this. I did this when I was starting up, but I made barely any sales, and to be honest, you're going to build yourself a bad reputation with promos because people will be like, I barely gained. So just don't start selling them until you're past 10k followers. Also, you need to start being extra careful on what you post, because obviously now you've put a lot of hard work into your account, you don't want to get it banned. So start being careful on what you post. Don't post something which has any nudity, obviously. Don't post something gory. Just be careful on what you post. Like, you should be able to look at a post and be like, this is going to get taken down, this is too bad. Sometimes you might mess up and post it thinking it will be fine, and then Insta strikes you. That's fine, that happens sometimes. I have like 6 posts taken down. But, yeah, just be careful on what you post. Also, I just want to quickly put this out here at this point. Also, don't start giving up, because this does, like, building a big page or whatever doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of work and a lot of effort. So just make sure you're staying with it, being consistent. Like, it could take some people a week, it could take others a whole year to get to 10k. So just stick with it. Okay, so these are my tips for 10k plus. These are my final tips. So first of all, start selling ads and then use that money to buy ads from bigger pages. So sell like free advertisements on your page. People will buy. Start selling like free advertisements on your page, and then spend that money they've given you, not on, I don't know, sweets or something, not sure, I don't know, whatever you want. Don't spend it on that. Buy advertisements from like pages with 100k followers. It will return you big time. Also, when you start selling ads, don't price it too high. Know your price. The way of looking at ads are, if you price it cheaper, more people are going to buy, and eventually you'll earn more money. But if you price it higher, you'll probably get less people buying from you. So obviously keep doing PFP and SFS and whatever else you're doing at that point. But also make sure you're consistently posting memes with it. Do a good ratio, because if you post too many ads, you're just once again going to kill your engagement and your page. At this point, you could still be doing self-promotion, but it's not very important unless you're not posting ads. Then I'd recommend sticking to self-promotion. It could help boost followers a bit. You can start doing megas at this point. If you don't know what megas are, they're like a massive group post for post. You could do megas at that point, but make sure to equal it out with normal memes and post for posts, so that you don't kill your page and you're still gaining actives, because megas tend to have a bit less active followers. And my next one, which I actually think is quite important, is start building a community with your followers. You could do this early on, you could do this from like 1k to 10k, but I'd recommend it especially now. Start building a community with your followers, because then your engagement will be higher and stuff like that. And I can recommend you do this by doing things like posting story polls, posting questions for people to answer on your story and whatever, and also telling your followers to ask you questions and for them to learn a bit about you. And if you're not getting high story views, what I can recommend to increase them is go onto like a riddle page, take the riddle, post it on your feed, but then on the caption put answer on my story, turn off commenting on the post, and then put the answer on your story, and you get way more story views than usual. But yeah, that's all the tips I have for you all. I hope this helps you gain followers. Please, I'm begging in this video at this point, don't message me asking tips specifically for your page. I get it a lot, and it just fills my DMs. Don't message me on at Flippeyy unless you want a promo. If you want to just speak to me, I'd recommend messaging my personal account at I'm Flippeyy. I usually respond to people on there. But yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. If you liked it and you're new, please make sure to subscribe. I do post other content on the video, not just Instagram content. And yeah, I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye.